G'day everybody, Simon here, Explosive Action, and I just wanted to do a quick little video of some of my favourite VHS. And this is split into two little sections here. It's the first half is my, I guess you'd call them retro VHS, basically the modern releases that companies are still putting out today. And the second part is the 5 tapes that I think have the best covers in my collection. Now, I have so many good covers, but these are the 5 that I think are unique or stand out. So let's get cracking. Well, these are the retro VHS that I have here, and on the first one here we've got the Camp Motion Pictures release of The Basement. This is a box set that has 5 films on DVD and the 1 tape. It's a red tape. I won't get it out. This is done in a American big box style. I'm not sure if it's the exact dimensions of American big boxes, as I don't have any. I'd be curious if it is. If anyone's got the cardboard American big boxes, do let me know if this matches in the dimensions. It's pretty large. So you get The Basement, which has not been on DVD before, and that's also the film that's on the tape. And you also get Captives, Video Violence 1 and 2 and Cannibal Campout on DVD. So it's a nice little set. That's The Basement from Camp Motion Pictures, who put out VHS shot-on-video films back in the day. So they just sort of resurrected and started again. This is my copy of Things. This is put out by Intervision, courtesy of Mondo Video. And this is a really cool little set. Really big box. It's the biggest tape in my collection. Definitely. Oversized clam, I think they call it. Yeah, there's the tape. Awesome cover on that one. Canadian shot-on-video film. Had a simultaneous DVD and VHS release. Limited to 200 or 250, I think. I can't remember exactly. This was their second release. Their first one on VHS was Sledgehammer, which was limited to 100, and it went like a flash. I missed out on that one. Their third release is The Burning Moon, the Intervision Mondo. This was limited to, I think it was 300 or 350, so a bit more. Actually stuck around on their site for over a day. Now that hadn't happened before. Awesome gore film from Olaf Ittenbach. Great art there. There's the tape. So that's a really nice clamshell, that one. The first retro tape I did get was The House of the Devil. This was limited to 1,000. It's quite sought after now, put out by Gorgon Video, which is an old-timey label. And this was bundled with the DVD of the film. All this marking here is all printed on. It's not actually damaged. There's a little sticker there, new release. It's actually printed. It's not a sticker. Awesome. And the tape's really cool. It starts with the Gorgon Video logo, and it shows the film in widescreen. And I traded off the DVD because I also bought the Blu-ray. I didn't need 3 copies of that film, but it's a great film. One of the last ones I bought, which was Mold, sci-fi horror comedy. Fantastic art, absolutely fantastic art on this one. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. Horror Boobs Video, which is just brilliant. I'm not sure if there's any left of these, and I'm not sure how many there was. I think it might have been 100. But this is very good. Moldthemovie.com is where you can find out about it. So it's a green tape, and the novelty with this one, that is a cloth mask with some green mold on it. So a face mask. That's quite funny. So that was the bonus with that one. And the next one here is The Sleeper. This is a modern slasher film. In the set you had the tape and the DVD. The DVD is on loan to a friend at the moment. And the VHS art here was different to the DVD, and I think much superior looking art. And I haven't watched the tape yet. It's put out by Gamma Knife Films, the same company as the DVD, the same studio, and I think it's a one-man show, really. It was a fun little retro-style slasher. All these marks again are just printed on, make it authentically old. And what's interesting, though I haven't watched it yet, I've read around, is that this VHS edition of the film is actually different to the DVD that came with it. It's the same film, but it's actually been converted to pan and scan to give it that authentic look, and it has a different color grading to the print that makes it look more, well, authentic 80s horror. And one review I read said that watching it in this style is actually far superior because the DVD that was shot on digital, and it makes it look a bit clinical and a bit too modern. So I will actually sit down and watch the VHS edition of that and see how it goes compared to the DVD. So here we're looking at my 5, at the moment, favourite VHS based purely on their art. And the first one here is Death Raiders. I received this from Extra the Mutilator about a year ago. It is terrible, terrible Filipino action film, but look at that. I mean, I don't know what to say. That's just utterly amazing. I love this art. Big American clamshell, this one. In really good condition. But that is just fantastic. Fantastic photo, and I love it so much. The film is, yeah, not too good, but that is fantastic cover. This one I picked up for 50 cents from a Vinnie's. I thought it was very cool. This is Freddys Dead, and it has this awesome flip out mark. Well, so there are holes in the front from Freddy's claws. It comes out. There you go, Freddys Dead. See through there. Really, really cool original tape from back in the day. From who put this one out? From Columbia. The tape itself is actually riddled with mold, so I'm not going to try and play it. But I couldn't leave something that looked this cool sitting on the shelf to gather dust. So that's Freddys Dead. One of the oldest VHS I've got. I bought this when I was 17, which is, what's that, 15 years ago now. The Gates of Hell. I bought this from an ex-rental sale, and I was still at school at the time, just getting into horror, and I saw this and I thought, well, I don't know what this is, but it's going to be amazing. And of course it is. We know the Gates of Hell is the City of the Living Dead, and that is my favourite Fulci. As you can see there, there's the Gates of Hell poster. And this cover, I was obsessed with this image for a very long time, just the tears in the skin. And it shows up on like 3 other films. There's a shot-on-video American film that I can't remember the name of that it's used on. It's also used on Nightmare City. Turns up there. So it's actually, this actually is the Nightmare City background, because there's the city there. You can see it's shining through. I thought for the longest time that this was a bootleg. I'd never heard of Infinity Video Sales. But Jarrett, formerly Carry the Zero 1980, now Rememberable TV, has told me that he has the same one, and it is not a bootleg. And this was my first foray into Italian horror. The print was terrible, but that really added to the ambience. I was 16 years old watching this muddy, gory horror film, even though this version is cut. A lot of the gore was still there. I love this art, and you can easily see why. The best of martial arts, with a fist coming out of the cover. I mean, that's just fantastic. I've completely gone mental blank on who is running the show in this. It is a documentary, narrated by John Saxon. There you go. It is basically a clip show, documentary style thing, with a few interviews with martial arts stars. Cynthia Rothrock gets an interview, which is really cool. And it just shows clips from a lot of the famous martial arts films. And they're all shown in like widescreen print, which is really, really cool. And Saxon talks about the films, and but more importantly, this cover. Just BAM! Martial arts. And lastly, easily my favourite cover, Brain Dead. Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, known in America as Dead Alive. Fantastic 3D cover. You You can see the embossed effect there. Absolutely amazing stuff. Very hard to get these in good physical condition. You can see mine's got some cracks, but mine still has the nose. You can see it's starting to wear, but the nose was the first to go. You'll see plenty of noseless brain deads floating around from Video Box Office. So that is easily my favourite VHS art. Hope you enjoyed this little video. See you all next time.